What do you think? I heard
How we doing today, Colin?
okay, how are you?
I was any better. I'd be in Ireland.
First week back from vacation is always a struggle.
Were you out last week?
Someplace cool. Went to the Outback.
Nice.
Windy. Very windy.
That's why they sell so many kites there right now.
Very windy.
We went there a few years back. And it rained all week.
No rain, just a lot of wind. Too much wind. What'd you say?
Friends of ours have a family place down there. It's what's the first one? When you go to the beach, you go to the place. It's the first thing. All the biggest things, right?
I don't know.
I get all my stuff. That's nice.
Really family friendly, but not a whole lot of vacation.
Yeah.
One for a walk.
Yeah.
One for a walk.
No, you have to find yourself.
I hate to ask this question, but Joan gave you the references?
Yes, I have. We're good. We're good to go.
Anything on the email that I forwarded to you, the pictures?
On Tuesday.
No.
My father.
He's following up.
I'm just curious, you know,
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Hey, Chris.
hey,
Yes, I was gonna say when we were down there last night. It's like, my son was. He was out riding his bike. We played across the street.
Never know.
Uh-oh, you're safe tonight, Chris. I forgot my phone.
For what? For to see who's turning 7 o'clock first? I think it depends. Depends on the day, I think, right?
Everything was good?
The season starts.
We have one outstanding item for our work.
Same way if I just sell
Oh,
stuff.
that's what they want. Who knows what the flavor of it is.
That's
Which is that called, which is that called? Cold grapes. I have to look at the numbers, but I think that's what it is. Problem is you can't find it how to do it. I could get your email.
We went through, fell right an hour.
I should have, I could get the news in.
Did not hit much traffic. There were problems.
I like the verbiage.
About 7 hours with stops until about 9. Could have been a lot worse.
Folks, I assume most of you know that we broadcast on YouTube. So we're up and running, are we not? I intend to make some enhancements to that system as time goes by, make it a little more able to be heard. I did that at my expense, following our elimination and the board's elimination of the Zoom feature. That was problematic, to say the least. So they are available for you to access. You can do that without a right to know request.
I work too,
Yeah, good. About almost there.
because that's the ones real like window.
Now, the computer's not connected in my phone.
Better battery maybe.
Okay, this should be
So we're gonna open different nuclear clock. That must be AT&T.
Good, how are you? What's that, Lisa, that we actually got Monday? Okay, so Lisa got, she's got everything, support for chair about, tobacco and said, no, and you said, I was like, inside, I said, wait, I started going down, I thought, they got something, right? Yeah, so it'd be, 70 by 40, 4 by 4.
Jeff would be,
By 40 inches, 3 inches, I'm sure, I'm sure, I'm like, I'm.
Like, so he's not
or something.
Jeff is,
I thought you did more than this, I thought it was
We have more than enough.
Yeah, so I wanna make sure I said that.
Okay.
yeah, I didn't even take note of that. Might wanna adjust that if you consider that.
But that's already budgeted, I know anything tackling review first is money.
Yeah.
And this, I'll send you this, okay.
And then we'll see what we have.
Right.
Because there might be a couple of stuff on
You never know, like I'll have around some feet. Hey, I'll go through, I forgot, like, let's go down to the village or something. I'm sure you got something. Yeah, I'm sure you do. That's good.
Yeah, I said, everybody complains because that's all they hear is the organ. Said, don't move around a lot.
Yeah, we'll use the computer. All right, we will go around to the Board of Supervisors meeting, August 14th meeting, at order at 7 o'clock. We will do a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence for all military personnel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Here.
All right, we'll do citizens' concerns. Anybody here for any citizens' concerns?
guess so.
Yeah, we're here to follow up on the, I guess it was a verbal complaint that I made with Harold about the intersection of
Is that one of
Lout
these?
Road and McMillian Road.
Is that one of these, Harold, on your thing or not?
Is this one on there?
Yeah.
It is not. I can give you the,
All right, go ahead. No, cool.
I did contact the Conservation District to come out. The guy that handled it is out on a medical right now,
Okay.
so I can't get what the outcome of that was.
Cause I've been making phone calls for over a month now, we're getting no.
Yeah, I do know that he was out. That much I
Okay.
do know. What the outcome is, I don't know.
I'll give you a name,
But-
sir.
Yeah,
He's the owner, he's more the complainant, I'm just his father-in-law.
Name and address, please.
Raymond Bennett and 3058 Morgantown Road, Moton, yep. So, if you're familiar with the Green Hills Lake Recreational Association, so I live right at the front. And to get back, you have to go across the bridge, and it's not a suspension bridge, but a pipe. Well,
It's a dam now, is what it is.
So-
They raised the road 4 feet and basically, every time it rained hard, floods, even from Hurricane Agnes from the previous owner, the water never got up to the house. So they put this pipe in, raised the road 4 feet. The water always went over this road. Well, now just imagine 4 more feet of,
Yeah,
it
so-
flooded everything. I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a private road, a private development, and we're not really empowered to do it.
well, that's
Make them do
why
anything.
we're here. I need to
And
know.
that's why we call
who-
the Conservation District,
okay.
who is, people in charge of that. you know?
I mean, I've called and they said that you don't need permits for anything with the stream, but
Well-
that didn't sound right to me.
But, yeah, the guy that I talked to, regurgitate what you said, and he basically said that also didn't sound right, he was gonna
Okay.
investigate.
Okay.
And like I said, I know he was out there, but I called today and he's out,
So that they're able to build whatever they want, 25 homes back there, medical emergency, fire trucks, whatever they need, doesn't matter how they
Well,
build
no.
this.
that's not true either, but,
Okay,
you know, they still have to follow the building codes and everything else.
Correct.
That's how it's done.
because I still think if it was permitted, they would have never done what they did, because it's not right.
So I was out, I think I spoke to you by phone.
Possibly me, yeah.
And I was out, I took a look at it one afternoon when I was out at Green Hills Estates. And you're correct, in my opinion, that if they raised the road that much, they likely would have needed a permit, let alone the stream.
Disturbing the
enclosure permit.
stream,
So,
everything,
yeah,
yeah.
but again, that's something that the township doesn't regulate, that's a DEP. And the reason we referred you to the County Conservation District is they're kind of the local enforcement arm of DEP. And keep in mind, they're dealing with countywide issues.
Correct.
So my guess is that we will get a copy of whatever their finding is shortly, if indeed they were out, which I do believe this was on their radar, and they told Harold that they would be out. So-
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, because the first time I called them, I'm in construction, I know all about that kind of permits and all that stuff. And the first person I spoke to, I never got his name, he said they did not need a permit. So then I let it go, and then I called back and I spoke to someone else there, and they said, he's almost positive they need a permit to, a GP 11 probably.
Yeah, my guess was it would either be a GP5 or a GP11.
Yep.
The GP5 would be reviewed by the County Conservation District, the 11 would go to DEP. So what may happen, and I don't know, just from my experience, you know, we do those permits all the time on behalf of the township and other townships. If indeed the work was done and it needed a permit, and they didn't obtain the permit, they may need to contact Harrisburg to have somebody from that division of DEP come out. This enforcement action could take some time, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, the time's the issue because the longer it takes and we get a heavier rain, I mean, he swam out and saved the goats and chickens, it came up that fast. And it's just, my daughter can't sleep at night when it's a heavy rain, she don't know what's happening.
Mhm.
So I know they're in the township, even though they're a private entity, community, whatever. We just need to keep after it,
Mhm.
because it's gotta go back the way it was, or, I mean, on one side of the yard, there's a 10-foot by 8-foot high pipe under Fry Road, and then at the other end of the yard's a 6-foot round pipe.
Well, I'll say that if this property owner has done work that's unpermitted causing you damage, then
Absolutely.
obviously you have a cause of action against that property owner.
So I had flood insurance, so they came out and looked at it, and I guess they said there's they kinda just pushed it off, cause I thought maybe they would help, not even litigation, but the roads, pretty much washed away, so they're gonna have to rebuild. I just want
Even what's there is destroyed.
I just want
I
them
mean,
to do it right this time.
What damages do you have now? If any?
Nothing major,
But you're worried that damages could be
I
occurred
just-
in the future?
I just want, they're gonna have to fix the road now, cause it's pretty much falling apart. I just want, when they do fix it, not to make things worse.
yeah, and if you were out, Ryan, would you drive a fire truck over that the way it looks right now?
I don't know what condition it's in right now, but I would say that I would question it, you know what I mean, it's a, the
They
fact
don't
that
have
this occurred,
guardrails anymore, they're just blown off the
the
sides.
fact that this occurred and no permits were obtained, again, those permits wouldn't be from us, right?
Correct.
Is an issue. You know, I don't know to what extent it's a public safety issue.
That's what I'm leaning more towards.
Yeah,
I'll get further with that than I will.
You're gonna test them tomorrow, Howard, or they call you back?
The guy from, Supervisors, he's out, and he'll be out for a little while. I did talk to his replacement, or the person that's filling in, but she's like inundated with her own work and all of his, and she's pretty much scrambling. There's another issue that I called him about that is,
Was it Jack?
what's that?
Was it Jack that you spoke
Yeah,
to?
Jack's out.
Yeah, when I spoke to him after I spoke to you maybe a couple days later, he said he was gonna go out and look at it, so.
Well, I sent him pictures, I was out and took pictures, sent him pictures, and, like I said, he was out, I was sure that he was out, because, he called me later and was describing what I saw.
So if it comes back that no permit is needed, which I really doubt, what would be our next step? I mean, it's a
Well,
private road,
As
just
Colin
go and
said,
rip it out
You could go after the HOA.
with a lawyer.
I will say this, there's something else on our agenda tonight that involves the County Conservation District, and it's an application that I'm gonna ask you to allow me to forward to them. When I'm on the phone with Dean, I can bring this up as well, you know what I mean?
Okay.
To continue to reinforce the concern here.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, we'd rather have it back the way it was, you know, instead of this pretty much obstructing water dam building above a pipe, so.
And again, I would not, you know, I'm not an attorney, I would not discourage you from pursuing, you know,
We have
private
one. We have
legal
one.
action too, because I do
So-
believe if it has caused water to impound that wasn't previously occurring, that's a violation of.
100%.
you know.
If 5 feet more than before.
And that's one of the things that if you obtain the proper permits, it should flush out.
Correct.
If you're going to raise that elevation, you then have to do a flood study to make sure that you're not raising the water, you're providing enough waterway opening to not raise the water elevation.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, and obviously, they're working on it.
Thank you.
All right, any other citizens?
Okay. John Massey. Yeah. 14 Prospect Drive. Well, I'm here to find out about this driveway that they built up on the road when they repaved it. And now it just is a mess. It just bottoms out every time you try to walk.
You go out and look at that?
several times.
So what's,
And we went out with Ryan as well.
Yeah, so we paved this road last year, as the board likely recalls. We made some improvements to the road, you know, certainly increased the crown, but I don't know, his driveway is so steep. There is no simple solution that we can come up with to address this issue.
The other thing that, if I may, the other thing that I guess you could say doesn't help the issue, and this is prior to me, and it's just the way the placement is there is a catch basin right at the beginning of his driveway. So that, obviously that doesn't really
yeah, regular.
help matters.
And they also have.
When were you out there?
Several times. We were just out there
Last week,
last week. We were out there probably a month or two ago. There's no simple solution because of the steepness of his driveway.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? Yeah, honestly.
I gotta make a full disclosure, I own the property and I have that's my access to that property.
About this driveway here then?
Yes, I own property on that hill.
Alright. So you don't need pictures then?
Have you used the access, Supervisor Bill, or do you feel it's in worse condition than it was before?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not, let's just say I bottomed out as well.
Okay.
But I didn't make the mark, that was your truck.
I just don't know what the solution is because of how steep it is.
We've looked at it several times. If there's a simple, if there's something that we can do to make it better, I think the crew would be certainly willing to do that.
Do you have any idea? What would you think the fix would be?
Take some of that blacktop out of there. I mean, you got,
But
you know,
if
side
I,
of the road, you put this much blacktop in.
Can it be done?
my only thing is, yeah, obviously we could mill it, but if you have something that's this steep and I bring it down to here, you're bringing the angle even worse.
Yeah, but
If you bring it up.
we didn't have it quite that bad before, is what we're saying.
I mean, we could try it. I just hate to put a milling head on a brand new piece of road, but we could do it. I mean, that's up to the board.
Before we mill the road, let us continue to, I understand your situation. Let us continue to try to come up with a solution that's maybe less aggressive. Whether that's looking at the driveway apron a little bit, I don't know. I hate to end up with a more severe dip in the rate. What our concern is always the traveling public as well, along with your access, but, if the board's okay, let us take another look at this. I don't know that we're gonna come back to you with a great solution, but,
Yeah, I mean, obviously something should be tried to be fixed.
It's my understanding too that it was like this prior to us paving as well, with the bottoming out.
It was steep, but it wasn't quite like that.
No, I'm not.
But what happens with this, like 6 inches of rain, how much water goes down that road? Nothing?
Drain's useless.
I mean, but does it just go down or?
That whole deal was useless, because the water does not travel the way you want it to. I took videos of it when it rained coming down the road there. It doesn't even come down that side, it goes over to the other side, washes down through. Even putting 8 inches on the other side of the road. For what reason? I don't understand that. What did it do? From that point above there, down, I could see milling and putting blacktop back on it, but not building it up that far. That was ridiculous. For what it did, it didn't do nothing. I mean,
one of our concerns was not letting the water flow straight over the road as well and down on the other side. We had other residents concerned about that, so we were trying to, do our best to solve all those issues. We can take another look at this.
Yeah, take another look at it. All right, then by next month, I mean, obviously Tuesday's too soon, but next month if we can revisit that, you wanna add that to just to put it back on the agenda maybe?
For Tuesday?
No, next month, because they probably won't.
Okay.
All right, any other citizens' concerns? All right, Harold, correspondence.
Correspondence, you see there's a list of property complaints. I sent out a email to you guys about a notice of violation, which is as a result of an earlier complaint. In the past, we've always had conducted hearings at the workshop for such complaints or notice of violations. I don't know whether that's something you guys wanted to pursue or just go ahead and send the notice of violation out there.
Notice of violation has to come first, does it not?
But, no, he's already been served a notice that he needs to do something, he's not done it. I mean, we could issue a notice of violation and make him come here for a hearing. But the notice of violation generally sends you right to the district justice.
I would schedule something for the next workshop. Just to have him come, if he comes, then we do everybody else.
Well, if he's already in violation and it's been a previous problem, then it's off the district justice with him, there's nothing we're gonna do. That's what our ordinance says.
Has there been any change at all?
What's that?
Has there been any change at all in the violation?
Ted called this appears to be done.
Which one is this A, B, C, which,
It's none of the above. Ryan Road, it's the rather odoriferous property.
Oh, it's that property.
It is. You know, I mean, I would like to see something done with it sooner than later, because people have been out there suffering like
so his appeal period has run.
Well,
And
and this is since November, so we're now December, January, February. Just move it on then.
Go ahead, send it me, okay.
Right.
We've not heard anything from him.
Right, is that all right?
In that case, does the board want to make a motion to authorize, Mr. Nelson to file a citation in district court against the alleged, or the deemed violators?
Yeah, we've just been that long, and nothing's been done, and here we are, we're almost in September, for that matter.
Multiple neighbors, not just one.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole neighborhood.
Yes. All right, then I'll make a motion that we authorize Ted to file the citations as the process follows.
second that,
Against the property owner at what address?
642 Zion Road.
I'll second that.
All right, roll call, Mr. Bella. Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Traffic complaint, you see there's a traffic complaint in there. Basically has to do with, vehicles stopped on 568 that are logging out of the old Archie Lewis property. I'm not exactly sure what we could do other than, let them know, but I think they're pretty much done that logging operation. And I did tell Ted, he was gonna go out there, but I don't know what the outcome was.
So there's a logging operation occurring in town that's causing,
Yeah, they're parking the truck, logging trucks after the load, parking them on 568.
do we prohibit parking along that road?
But it's a state road, and it's a narrow road. So, you know, people try to pass at their own peril, and then it doesn't work out all the time. So she, had a near miss, she was not very happy. You shouldn't really be put in that position, I mean.
Oh, where did they park? I'm just trying to think what curve she.
Yes, we're on.
I mean, I was saying, is it my way, my parents' driveway way?
It says 2 miles from 724. Is it between White Bear and Proudfoot?
You know, it would have been, no, it had to be between, Ridgeway and Spring Garden Lane, or,
And then she says it wrong, like you
Yeah,
said,
it
2
says-
miles from Route.
Approximately 2 miles from Route 724.
So it would be this way, so that's where I don't know how they
That's
can
where I'm
park
trying to.
anywhere.
So I drive that twice a day.
I don't know
never
whether
see movement, so it must be.
Yeah, I've been out there too.
Must
I haven't
be the other
seen
way.
a truck.
like I say, the only logging I knew was going on was out at, the old Archie Lewis.
Yeah, who's Garrett? Who's Garrett?
465,
Yes.
Piper, she's right there at the corner, near the other entrance to Green Hill
Okay.
Lake.
Yeah.
568 entrance.
Oh, shoot, approximate 700 block of Green Hills Road.
I don't know, happy to do anything.
Well, I guess the next question is, was the vehicle parked within the confines?
Oh, yeah, yeah, the only way to park is on the carpet.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's a violation of the vehicle code, and the police could issue a citation to the extent that they witness it again.
It's between Ridgeway and Lakeshore.
Yeah, so it's-
Okay, that's, but,
So maybe your department
It's the other entrance there.
maybe our department can monitor
I don't know that's right.
Yeah,
any
I mean, like I said, I think they're done up there, I don't know, you guys see any action up there with your,
I haven't seen any logging trucks on 568. If they see it, they can call us and we'll come out and take a look at it. Either tell them to move or they're getting cited.
Do you want to, Harold, you want to let her know that, just next time she sees one, call us.
will do. And, the other one is, this started off as a driveway dispute, and now it has blossomed into all this debris or trash on the property. I haven't gotten any reports back from the state. Next is the village library has requested their donation of $7,500. You guys are welcome to do what you want. I think that we really should be splitting this money up between the 3 libraries that serve the township. Them, Exeter, and Bertram.
Listen, they're not asking for it now, I'm just gonna be part of budget.
Oh, yeah, no, they were asking for it now. There is an email in there. She's called a couple of times.
What did we give them last year?
The 7,500.
So we did not split it last year.
We did not.
It's never been split.
We've never split it. Like I said, though, they,
Because the argument has always been, I think the argument's always been since it's in the Twin Valley School District. That's the argument.
yeah, like I said, though, they're not the library that people are using.
Almost tripling the request. 7 to 19,000 almost.
Well, yeah, but we're not there. You know, they're asking for the current range. I said to her, we can't even talk about another number until after budget, and they plan on coming in, but, I just, for what they have in the library, we can go to Dunn Library and do much better.
I just said wait till the budget season.
That's fine.
Anything else, Harold?
Oh, I'll let the police go and then I'll jump back in a little bit later.
All right, good evening, board. The first item that is on my list is that we received another donation from Reading Armament from the owner Andrew. He donated a Colt AR-15. He also donated a rifle last year. I think we should do something nice for Andrew, something more than a plaque, since he's been generous and donated the rifles to our department, and he's helped us out with some other things as well. We're basically, if we have any ideas, or if we can get ideas together and see
Yeah, I
what
was
we
gonna
can
say,
do.
what would you want to do more? What would you like?
I would have to talk to the chief about it, see what he wants to come up with, and then run it by you guys.
Yeah, come up with some ideas.
We'll rename this section 724.
There you go.
We can't call it Memorial Highway, but we can.
The second item that I have is, if I could ask the board to make a motion for, request of me to go to a TASER instructor recertification training, which is held in Walnut Port, PA on September 11th and 12th. The cost of the training workshop is $895, and that's under line item 410, 422.
And there's still enough money in there for that?
I believe so.
Would anyone like to make a motion so you can go to the TASER training, the recertification training?
That allows you to instruct the officers.
Yes, so we're all up to
Train the
par.
trainer.
Yep.
There's nobody can do that right now.
Nope, that was Eber. I have it, all I do, like I got it when I was working at South, I just need to
Yes,
research.
sir. And I'll make a motion, we send Corporal Cooper to the TASER instructor recertification training as noted for $895 from said line.
Second that motion.
All right, roll call, Mr. Bill.
Yes.
Mr. Bittler.
Yes.
I'll go yes.
I have two other side things. The first one is that we are up to 2 dogs that we're unable to get rid of after an extended period of time. Both those dogs went to ARL. I think we have 15 dogs that we're allowed to take there, but I just wanted the board to be a heads up on that. And then the second item is that we have one of our officers that got a conditional offer to another agency. They are in the background process. We'll probably hear about from that agency within the next week or so. I just wanted to let the board know that it's a good possibility that this officer could be accepting that offer come September. If we can make a motion to start the hiring process based on if that officer chooses to leave or leave the department.
So you wanna do a conditional motion now?
Why don't we wait till Tuesday?
You gonna know anything different on Tuesday?
It's gonna be the same on Tuesday.
Have you guys looked at the list from previous interviews, or?
I mean, we
not
have that list,
interested, or?
that we do have that list, but, like, Acting Chief Remy will have to look at that. And then, you know, that's gonna come down to you guys, whether you wanna pull from that list, or we gotta start the process all over again.
How big is this list?
It's not very big. It's not very big.
How old is it from?
October is when I think we started it, and then that's the same list that we got officer coming from, which would, January is when he started. So it's not a year old yet.
I mean, I think if you're gonna use that list, you should at least do some re-interviews.
Can you share what you have on that list with us between now and Tuesday?
Yeah.
We can look and then make like, hey, there's a good pile, there's not.
It's not very long. Cause I do know one of the guys got picked up at Birdsboro, and the other guy, got hired at Shippensburg. And then one of the guys, like, so there might have been like a top 5. So you might have 2.
There's no time frame on when the offer may be accepted at this point.
No.
Of course, the possibility he doesn't accept it, or are we thinking?
All I was told was that there was a
Just kinda
conditional
run that,
offer.
we put the money out to post it and do all that, and then.
Yeah. They wanted to keep us in the loop that there was a conditional offer, and that, you know.
Then there's the overtime it causes if he doesn't. That's what I'm kind of.
If you remember, we had an officer had a conditional offer before, and he's still here.
Yeah, so we might as well just wait then.
I mean, I don't know that's gonna be the case.
If you share what you have for the short list, or have Randy share it with us, and then Tuesday we can kind of
Yeah.
think about it for a minute.
Yeah, anything else?
That's all I have.
Now, are you gonna have something executive then too,
Um,
or not? I mean, use that one email or?
there is one thing, yeah.
Okay, all right, Harold, you get some report.
All right, you have the, you guys got a copy of the monthly, expenses, the treasurer's report, there's a sewer agent report in there. As we're moving closer to our PAMs, which we should do the ordinance tonight, we are trying to clean up some of the sewer aging report. PAMs will be glad to do that for us. But, people aren't gonna be happy. And we've been telling everyone as they come in that possibly next quarter they will not be able to pay their bill there. We'll go to a third party. I might also add that Dolores is doing a great job and jumping right in there. First day she was both feet, and she was very instrumental in putting the summary reports together. I guess I get to keep going, don't I?
Keep going.
All right, computer upgrades. So we got notified by Systems.net that we have a couple of computers in the office that need to be upgraded. They're slow moving computers. We're gonna be moving towards Windows 11, I guess now, and they'll probably need to be upgraded before that happens. So the price is in there. And I don't know whether you want to wait till our computer-friendly guys are here. tell us what, you know, help us out here, but it's $8,168.28.
No, the argument is it has to be done, right?
What's that?
The argument is it needs to be done,
Well, it does need to be done, but
it's gonna be done.
that's what I don't like about all this computer stuff. Filing cabinet was much cheaper.
Beating yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's- right. Yeah, we can wait, that's not
You wanna do it now, or,
bad.
Do it 2 or 4?
there's 2 and a bunch of other stuff.
So is it 2?
Two Dell desktops, this QC.
This one says 2, and this one says quantity of 4. That was from,
It might not be 4, it might be 4 something.
Look at line item 4 and then line item 6. It's telling me it's 6 total computers. That's higher than I'm not making sense.
4 is 2 desktops.
Yeah, page 1, it says 2 Dell Pro Slim desktops, and then page 3, it says 4 Dell Pro Slim desktops.
It's,
And they
you
say,
say line out 6?
on page 3, yeah, because he has it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so he has 4 and 2, so we're saying the same thing.
And the unit price is slightly different, but, 1, 2, 4 desktops.
Yeah, so he's doing 6.
The 4 the storage isn't as good. There's one with 256 gigabytes.
And we're recycling the monitors.
We'll clarify some of this stuff.
Yeah,
I guess.
there's something.
Yeah, because if it's truly 6 things, then
Will do. I'll give Joe a call. All right, the traffic light controller, 724 Gibraltar Road, they said it needs a replacement. And then the invoice they sent here, it says that it's found to be inoperable and unrepairable. Working just fine to me. So I don't know what inoperable means.
what caused them to go, was that a routine
When
inspection?
the power was out a couple of weeks ago and it wouldn't come back. So we had to call them and they had to do, I guess Brody was one. We went up and tried to reset it. It wouldn't reset, so, we called them out. And they said that the controller was inoperable and needed to be replaced.
And you're saying now it's working?
It is it's been working ever since.
Which light are we talking about, Harold?
724 Gibraltar Road.
Isn't 724 and 568, isn't that
That-
short cycling?
That is short cycle.
So what are we gonna do about that?
Bad yesterday.
Well, that started when the state was out to do the test.
Is the state aware that there's a problem there? Cause it's backing up traffic, it's creating
It
trouble.
was to Cipher yesterday at about 5:20.
So-
And then I was watching people.
It's 5 cars.
I was watching people pull U's in the middle of 724 and then speed down Old River to come out.
It says, the quote says that it's operated on a telco shop spare. Is that?
Oh, okay, I didn't take note of it.
They got a spare there then.
I will be charged $300 a month.
That answers your
Oh.
question then.
Yes, it does.
Did you ask them at all about, generator backup or?
I did not, but I wanna add that to, if we can get approval to do this. So there's a cord that needs to be installed so that we take that portable generator up there, plug it in and the power it out. I forget, do you remember what they, quoted us to do that before? I think it was a couple $100.
No, I don't recall, but I don't think it was like crazy.
No, it was a couple $100.
What, do we wanna accept this and then have we do that and just wait to get?
I can call about the traffic controller.
There's not supposed to be any storms by Tuesday, so we can always add that to the quote one for Tuesday if you want.
All right, now, next thing is the police building here quote from Paramount Contractor. I met with the factory rep from Drive It. This is the company they recommended. This also happened to be the company that was out here before with Sergeant Rigby. I provided a quote. I had him rework the quote, and it broke it up into two different jobs. The one job is to redo all the repairs, and the second job was to be reskin finish the entire outside. Both of which fall below any bidding or prevailing wage issues. He said that whoever power washed didn't do it any favors because they pretty much took all the finish that was left on there off. And he also recommended in the future that we have artificial stone put around the areas that have sustained the most damage, so that it doesn't happen again. And the other thing he recommended was the landscaping around the building be extended. It's been allowed to encroach, and so when people run mowers and stuff up against this stuff, we'll keep breaking it up, and that would help. It also provides additional drainage for it. Now, Jason also brought up the fact that some of these windows were not really tight in the wintertime. Before I want to do this job, Barry has been down today. These are Anderson windows. The parts are still available for him. So he's going to order a couple of kits. We're going to put the new seals on, redo some of the latches and stuff, and see how that works out. Because if we got to replace the windows, we need to do that before we do the drywall work. But we should really get cracking on the drywall work before winter. So
Order the pieces if you didn't.
You have them already?
no,
No, I do not have those. We just looked into this today, so.
Do that.
We need a motion for that. Get the
I want
parts.
the price.
It's like $120 a window.
9 windows.
And then,
9.
It's a lot cheaper than new ones.
You should authorize that purchase.
I'll make a motion for Barry to get the necessary parts and fixtures to deal with these windows, not to exceed.
$360.
Take $1,200 because you'll have some.
Oh, yeah, if we're doing all of them, yeah.
Not to exceed $1,200. Yeah, that's right.
One second.
Vote for Mr. Goff,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
oh, yes.
Okay. Manager's bond. There's a quote in here for me, a bond, it's a $2 million bond, which I believe is what's in the ordinance. I'm gonna shop that a little bit. I thought it was a little pricey.
How pricey is pricey?
Well, it's almost $3,000.
Kind of pricey.
Well, if you can, see what you can find then.
Yeah, I actually, found another company that pretty much deals with these municipal bond, and I was gonna give them a call. Rock Hollow Bridge. I get a call every day when somebody wants to know when we're opening it. We did meet out there, the electric company, said that we needed to pay them before, they would do any work. I did send you guys all email, everybody much agreed that, yeah, we'd go ahead and do that. So we do need, we're gonna have to wait till Tuesday, because I don't have that, do we have that dollar amount in here? For the poll, it's in the bills, isn't it?
So then, is it 11/6/48/19?
Yeah. So we're gonna need a motion
It's in
to
here.
do that.
This is something that you essentially took a poll of us outside of a public meeting, and I reluctantly participated in that based on,
Yeah, the reason.
I don't like to make that a habit.
Well, the reason for it is, if we waited, it's at least a 6-week lead time from the time they get paid till they go out and do any work. So we just saved 3 weeks.
But once again, we're, shall I say, not.
Colin has something to say.
If this, so the reason that the pole needs to be relocated is because we're installing a bridge,
For the bridge beams.
and that pole is in our right of way,
It is,
The relocated pole would not be, it's an easement.
but the relocated pole is in our right of way currently.
I don't know that to be true.
If it is, my inclination is that they have to do the work at their own cost. Because they're in our right of way. I can confirm it, but I'm fairly confident that's.
Well, we had this discussion too,
Yeah,
but we figured by the time we were done arguing about it, we'd be
Yeah,
able to.
but sometimes they capitulate pretty quickly.
But it's pretty close, whether or not it is, I don't.
Cause we have a right to use and upgrade our own right of way.
Okay, well, we can always give them our money back.
So if we're gonna do it, we're
But
gonna
in the
do
meanwhile,
that.
we're
If
3
we
weeks
give them, if
ahead.
we give them the money, they're not just giving it back to us.
get it back from that.
So then why even have a discussion?
I would take the position that they have to do the work at their own cost, and we're doing.
Well, we already paid.
Oh, well, I guess it's a moot point. Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, we lost 3 weeks and we'd still be arguing about this. Apparently they knew about this issue months ago, and nobody moved on it, and, we wanted to get this bridge in. But anyway, we did pay them. Somehow or another, I got stuck with, obtaining the easement for the property, which we did on Tuesday, and filed it. And,
Look, I think it's worthwhile to correspond with your contact there and say, look, we consulted with our solicitor, who said that we had no obligation to pay you for that work, because you're in our right of way,
okay,
and see what they say.
will do. Give me an answer on Tuesday.
So, of course, verifies that, right?
Well,
The original agreement was for them to de-energize.
yeah,
And we had several utility coordination meetings, many times, at least on 2 or 3 separate occasions. The individual from MedEd never returned, we were told was relocated, retired, something or other. And then we agreed to simply de-energize the lines on 2 days, when they removed the beams, and the second day would be when they set the new beams. And then at the 11th hour, MedEd said that wasn't possible because there'd be too many outages on the other end. This has been 5 months. We've been trying to coordinate with them. So.
yeah, so, we'll be looking at this bridge done this year. But we have everything that we need to do to move the project forward at this point. Okay,
No, we kind of need to reaffirm that payment.
yes,
Can't just wait for it.
We have not ratified or approved that payment
No.
previously, then yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to, officially approve the payment for MedEd for the pole relocation for $11,648.19.
You know what, actually, I would withdraw the motion pending their response.
Okay, I'll just let the motion sit here for a little bit.
Let's see what they say before we approve the payment.
we already paid.
I understand.
Okay,
And I made
Will
the
do.
motion, I hear no seconds, so motion dies. Okay, go ahead.
okay, Turkey Hill Escrow. We've been sitting on this thing for at least 15 years. Finally got a hold from somebody from Turkey Hill. And, even though the company's been sold a couple times, the money's still theirs. And, it's 1,200 and some change here.
$23.16.
This is part of the cleanup that Mr. Steve is doing as a result of how I shall say, interesting office procedures in the past. Is that a fair statement, Mr. Steve?
Yeah. Okay, here it is. It's $1,223.16.
So that's what they want back.
Yeah. So we can close this out.
And I'll make a motion to return the escrow account of $1,223.16 to Turkey.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
I vote yes.
Okay. Checking my notes here. June's minutes, need to be revised. There was a omission of someone's name, at the heading as people in attendance, but it was later on in the text of the document. So we just need a motion to correct that.
This is what's highlighted, right?
What's that?
What's highlighted is what changed.
No, no, it's just, I think Chris was omitted from the paragraph.
I'll make a motion to accept the revision for the June 17th, 2025 minutes.
I'll second.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow? Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
I vote yes.
All right, the manager's job description's in there for your approval.
All right, I make a motion to approve the Robeson Township manager job description.
I guess to move forward, I'll second it, but the management here at the township has been a problem. There's no way getting around it, there's no sugarcoating it, this has been a problem for a decade. Let's hope we're going in the right direction.
Okay, roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
I vote yes.
Okay, you already know Dolores has started. She jumped in with both feet. So far, pretty good at it.
You agree with that assessment? We're going in the right direction,
And,
folks.
and she did meet the qualifications of having a good sense of humor.
All right, good.
With your jokes, that could be difficult, Mr. Steve. Something about a penguin today or something?
Yeah.
Can't make it up, Harold.
What's that?
Can't make it up.
No, can't make it up. One thing I do want to mention is that the auditors are finally moving on. We have one outstanding item which we have to track down, so hopefully we're done. And I can tell you that it was a challenge, and they're probably not gonna, I don't think they're gonna have any great findings other than the control measures and stuff that we use, or we have used in the past. We want to continue our drive to implement more auto pays and ACH
I
payments.
want to go back to the auditor a second. So that one email we had where they want to know our life story, what's?
Oh, okay, so, skip it, I've done it.
Do you know our life stories?
I don't, but I know enough about it to fill out what they needed.
Okay.
Can I see what you wrote about me?
I did.
Can I see it?
It'll come out when the audit's complete.
See you in court.
Yeah, right, I mean, and, yeah, it just,
Okay, because I thought that.
and you know, the thing that, you know, is kind of humorous about the whole thing is you could be you know, I don't know, say, complete,
A criminal or something.
right, and still get elected and still do the job. I mean,
You can't be.
You could have been-
be a felon.
well, actually, you can't be a convicted felon, but, anybody could get elected. ACH payments. So we're continuing our drive. Our plan is to provide a list along with the list of bills that we're gonna pay via check. And we're gonna be looking for somebody to sign off on that to verify that in fact that you guys did see them. And because the checks, we know you saw them because you signed them, so we'll just be able to get to sign them. ACH payments are greatly beneficial because we have less processing time and we can keep our bills up to date. We've had to do some more ACH payments because of things being filed without being paid. And so we're catching up on that. Municipal bid. Hey, Sale ends 8/25/25. We are up to $1,900 on the backhoe and stuck at $300 on the plow. I would like a motion to accept whatever the highest bid is.
Make that motion.
For both the backhoe and those.
Yeah, whatever the highest bid's on them, we'll pay. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait till September.
I'll second that.
Second, roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Dillon?
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
Okay. Employee handbook. We're currently doing revisions. If anybody has anything that they would alter, change, or put in, please get back to us. And we'll try to accommodate. We'd like to try to go to press probably late this year or maybe beginning of next. Danelle update. Danelle was finding a lot of things that were not properly logged in places they belong. Barry and I had a discussion when I first came on about his budget. He had spent $12,000 on repairs to a trailer, when in fact it turns out after digging into it, the purchase of the trailer with direct dump was for that line item. And then he spent $92,000 repairing a '99 GMC, which we no longer have. And it turns out that was a purchase of a new truck. So, and I forget where the pickup truck that we bought ended up, but, so we have been creating new line items, squaring all that away. There's a laptop in my office that she remotes into, and she drives me nuts. I just see the thing flashing all the time where she's. Okay, I was kind of surprised when I discovered what I discovered there. I called Wex, because I wanted to know whether we had to pay the tax on the fuel as we bought it, and then file for the tax money back. And in fact, you don't. Plus, they give you a 1.9% refund on the pump price. Now, we have been buying fuel delivered here, and we've been paying the taxes on it, turning around and filing to get that money back. So, when I talked to Leffler, they didn't know how to go about changing that. The other thing is, Eshelman's currently have tax-free fuel, which is what the fire companies and the road crew are using, but they're also getting tax-free gasoline. So, the police can use that. So, I think really we need to start moving with.
The response to Leffler is pretty simple. We're not an entity that pays sales tax, don't charge us sales tax.
Well, it's not sales tax, it's
Fuel tax.
fuel tax.
Right.
But there's a totally different process than what we use to go to a vendor and say, we're tax exempt. Yeah, and believe me, so a part of the process here too is, the pumps are failing, the tanks got like 2-year lifespan left on them. It's like, it's time to make the move, and the fuel cards that we can get are good at like 900 different kind of gas stations, but most important, they're good at Turkey Hill. Turkey Hill, Wawa, all the ones that we have around here. So, that was through Wex. I am going to start that process of gathering all the information for all the vehicles, and we'll get that started. Porta potties. We apparently have somebody that loves dumping things in our porta potties that don't belong there, especially the one here at Bristol Field. So the vendor that supplies them was rather upset that he went to pump it out and full of kitty with it. So there's no real reason for this one to be here. When they play soccer, the restrooms are open. Concession stands open, so I just want to get rid of that. And there's also 2 down at the pavilion that were there when the water wasn't right. I think we need to get rid of them as well. we're paying like $1,000 a month for these things. Like for that.
You wanna make a motion to get rid of that? Do you wanna make a motion to get rid of
I don't think we need a motion to remove it.
We're paying for it, right? So let's make a motion just to be safe.
Okay.
it? Make a motion to get rid of the porta potties.
You made that, Chris?
I did,
I'll second.
yeah. Roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
How about yes?
And then just an FYI, I understand the Alleganyville Bridge is gonna be closed any time now for a year. They're gonna be replacing
What's one?
Alleganyville, whatever 176 by us is.
So it's supposed to be,
It was supposed to start in July.
I was told, this is just hearsay, October 1st, and they had 100 days to complete it.
100 days completed. Very impressed.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Quicker than we can.
Yeah, their schedule right now is July of 26, but I'll take whatever comes sooner. The other thing is, I did approve all the documentation up to this point for the Old River Road Bridge. And, they will, be forwarding the things as they get further into the planning stage. Do you get copied on them?
I typically have in the past.
Okay.
Anything else, Alan, before we jump to the next step?
I think that's all I have for now.
Alright, so we have the supervisor reports, anybody have any updates or anything? Alright, we have fire company staff, we have the minutes reports review for next week. And then Ryan.
Good evening, board. In my engineer's report, we have an MPC time extension request. This is for Cedar Hill Estates. That would extend the project from the end of August, extend the timeframe to December 31st, 2025. I've advised the engineer for the applicant that my guess would be the board would want an update on that at your regular meeting. So I anticipate that somebody will be here to discuss the status of that project with you. Second MPC time extension is for Chestnut Hill Estates. There's two projects, both the subdivision plan and lot 1. They have preliminary plan approval. This is an MPC time extension request to February 28, 2026. For both projects, they are working on NPDS approval as well as some zoning items. They have continued to progress with the plan. I had a meeting with Ted to discuss certain concerns and then followed back with the applicant. So they're revising their plan to address those concerns. Primarily, they are the location of that well house and tank, and where it's located on one of the lots is not zoning compliant, so.
Is there any way we can get these guys to stop changing the name of these places? You know, now they've changed the name to what, Legacy?
Legacy.
You know, for tracking purposes, it's terrible.
I know. We can discuss that, but yeah.
I think they would stick with it.
Right. So that's also in my report. I don't know if you want to consider that tonight or Tuesday night, that's completely up to you.
I'll make a motion for the time extension to February 28, 2026 for Chestnut Hill Road properties.
Second that.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
How about yes?
Okay. Rock Hollow Road Bridge, I think you have the update. We discussed it on our Harold's report. We will follow up with them. Zion Road Culvert is in. The water bypass has been removed. Paving is scheduled for Tuesday of next week. So it's looking like that's going to be open in time for school. We have met and discussed the project with 2 property owners on either side of the culvert. I think everybody's okay with where we're at right now, so.
Apparently there have been people going down and checking out the project, because there's somebody actually called me and said, man, they're doing a nice job.
Yeah,
So,
they've had some visitors from the development. So that's progressing. Final item I believe I have is the Allegheny Creek debris complaint. If you recall, I guess it was last month, we had a complaint regarding the amount of debris that's lodged under the bridges there. Harold and I have been coordinating to prepare a funding application that is attached to my report. And that is for the Clean Water Fund. When we contacted the Berks County Conservation District, they provided us the permitting answers we requested, and they essentially are, we don't need a permit if the machines are not entering the water course. Harold then met with a tree contractor capable of removing those trees without entering the waterway. And we have a quote here from David Spar Jr. for $4,500 to complete that work. That is reflected in our funding application, as well as time associated with the road, for the road crew to assist with flagging and or road closure. So right now, I believe we'd be requesting from the board authorization to submit this funding application. It is due tomorrow. My understanding is that they will be vetting these on the 16th, so I guess they have a meeting on Saturday. Any questions regarding that? Did I miss anything, Harold?
No, other than that he's the only guy that said he could do it. Because I met with other contractors and they couldn't touch it because of all the wires. He apparently has the equipment where he can reach out across the stream and grab it.
I'll make a motion to submit the funding application to the Berks County Clean Water Fund tomorrow.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
I'll vote yes.
Okay, I will see that that occurs. That's all I have, as the planning commission meeting for this month was canceled, as is reflected in your minutes.
All right, thank you. All right, Tom?
I have two matters for the board's consideration tonight. First is a proposed ordinance that implements the PAMS contract. That ordinance was duly advertised in the Reading Eagle on August 5th and is ready for your enactment tonight if you choose.
Is that in order?
That's the order.
That's in order.
It's definitely, well, I haven't seen a copy he has, but I did, get one from Joe and which he presented with me was fine.
What number?
And that's the same.
Yeah, he got
Your
it.
knowledge is that what yours have there is the same as Jones.
That's the same thing.
Yes, correct.
What ordinance number would that be?
What's that?
What ordinance number?
What number? It will be 2501 is the sewer usage fee collection agreement, the ordinance. That's what you have?
Correct.
Yeah. That'll be 2501. And then the stormwater one will be 2502.
No, I'll make a motion to accept the sewage user fees collection agreement and ordinance number 25-01.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow?
Yes.
Mr. Bittler?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. I'd also like to make a motion.
Hold on, Harold, I think both matters are set forth in one ordinance.
That's not the way it was supposed to be, but because they're two separate different things.
Here's the caption, okay? An ordinance of the township designating PAMS as the collector for current sewage user and stormwater fees and delinquent sewage user and stormwater fees, imposing on delinquent ratepayers the obligation to pay reasonable costs incurred by the delinquent fee collector for collection of delinquent fees, penalties, and interest. So I believe that.
Is that the agreement or the ordinance? Two separate,
This is the ordinance.
that's the ordinance.
This is the ordinance.
That's the ordinance, yeah, because the agreements are separate here. Here's this.
Yeah, because we already approved the agreement. Hey, if that's what she did, that's not what I thought she was gonna do.
I think up to two agreements.
So do we wanna wait till Tuesday to do it right? Is there a big
Oh,
deal?
no, because if we do, then we're gonna re-advertise it for next month.
No, we've done it correctly.
Well, my motion was additionally was separated, the 2501 would be the sewer fees collection, and then we're gonna do the stormwater, but technically it should have been the sewer and stormwater ordinance, and then the two agreements are separate.
And one ordinance.
Yes.
Correct.
But I just did it. So,
Okay?
it should have been separate, so we need to make it separate. The two agreements are separate, and it's one ordinance.
She should wrap them both together.
Yeah, so the ordinance is together.
Which is fine. and that's how it was advertised, so it was advertised
Yeah,
properly.
but my motion was just, was not,
So withdraw that,
I make a motion to withdraw my motion.
you don't need to withdraw, you don't need to make a motion. You just need to make a motion to enact ordinance
All
twenty-five.
right, I make a motion to enact ordinance number 25-01, which is the sewage user fee and the stormwater fee ordinance.
Correct.
I make that motion.
I don't second that motion.
Call for Mr. Gallow,
Yes.
Mr. Veteran,
Yes.
and I vote yes. Now also then make a motion to accept the stormwater fees collection agreement, as well as separately the sewer user fees collection agreement. That's two separate agreements. So I made a motion to accept both the
I
agreements.
think we already did that, Chris.
We'll do, because I have the other agreement.
Alright.
So anyway, I made a motion.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll second that.
Roll call, Mr. Gallow.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Okay, the second matter is a brief update to let the board know that the Berks County Planning Commission reviewed the proposed rezoning request of the Dyer Quarry and found that, the expansion was generally consistent with the comprehensive plan and it offered no comments otherwise.
Just one more thing with the PAMS agreement. With the stormwater fees, nothing's mentioned. We're gonna have to put that in the fee schedule as to what that number is, because I didn't see anything in the agreement unless you added something later that would indicate what that fee should be. We should, probably do that and at the same time, do the sewage charge fee and, per quarter. So that way as we,
Anything else, Colin?
No, nothing else.
Thank you. Barry?
Evening board, our prep work for Cedar Hill Road and Weaver Road is done. Start date for oil and chip is tentatively, this Monday coming up, which is the 18th. I'm hoping that holds true just because of school traffic and such. We are onto our prep work for the paving, which consists of Moyer Road, Widener Road, Front, and Albrecht Court. That being said, I'd like to thank the police department. As Harold knows, we've had 3 really close calls, one being myself with people blowing through the road closed signs. Also going through hot blacktop that didn't even see a roller yet, which makes it extremely difficult for us. And it takes away from the finish of the roadway as well, so, I know Jared was out a bunch of times, there's a bunch of them out, so thank you for that. As Ryan had mentioned, the Zion Road Culvert project is, well, all but done. We did have at the start a little issue, somebody turned the bypass pump off over the weekend and turned the key off and pressed the e-stop, so we didn't have anything after that first incident. But it did put us back a day because they couldn't, it basically flooded out what they all did over the weekend, so. But now they're up and running and just about ready for blacktop, so that's all I have.
Thank you. And I guess we got an update here in the Park and Rec meeting on August 25th, and we got the AC minutes. And we got new business, old business. Anything else before we go to executive?
no, I don't have any, the minutes, but we decided, we saw we got the earth construction in the main building yet. We installed the call and see what the delivery date is. I am pretty much tired of being in that office. It's like a sauna. I was gonna move back to Barry's and kick him out.
You always have your shorts on, so that's all right.
Yeah, that's like,
What's the purpose for this executive session?
Chad wants to update us on the,
Personnel matter?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to executive session at 8:10.
Lisa said, what's up? Lisa said, okay. tomorrow. She asked, can you send me down to the parking lot building? I guess it's later this year.
Yeah, so I am off tomorrow, but when we get down there.
Whatever you can.
The only reason I say is because our skid loader, is out on Warrior Road.
Right.
For a few months, so. Yeah, we could still, if we could move this, let me know.
Okay.
Or-
I'll
I'll just get all the Lisa.
Yeah, these are all the target, because they gotta start, they gotta come to the site.
Yeah. And it probably would be beneficial if we knew what, because I know the site is, it's a big skid.
Right. Well, yeah, we told her, I said, Lisa, what we do, and I said, make sure, she knows where it's gonna go. So
That way, we could just kind of put it there, so you don't have to move stuff all over.
also, make sure, like, wherever it's put, like, make sure if there's any mowing, are there anything you're aware of? Just almost like, make sure we're on the same page here, right? Last thing I want to do is actually say, well, there's something there, we know.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Right, which makes sense as far as that goes. So, okay, oh, another question was, they were asking, we met Monday, Aquarius, in the pavilion. Where's that picture? Yeah, so they're wondering, what is that pipe? It's draining water.
Yeah.
Like, is that normal or not?
Yeah, so what that is, it's basically like it's a bypass for a UV light.
Okay.
If it sits too long and it's not getting used,
Right.
it gets warm and it just basically like lets fresh water come in.
Okay,
It's
so-
like almost like a coffee.
Right, which makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we kind of thought something like that. Because we knew it was gonna be like section, like, well, it's gotta be something like regulation of some kind.
Which is kind of silly because they do stop it for hot. The water sits there too long, it's just basically, hey, too warm.
So I just wiped it and it's brand new. I was like, do you want it back?
Yeah, well, it kicked on, we were there, it kicked on and dumped a bunch of water. Yeah. So the question said, well, let me ask Barry, make sure we're okay with this.
Yep.
I think Mark thought, probably it's intended, but we're like, we're all like, that's a lot of water just coming out of it. So.
They'd stop it for like a minute or two.
It took like 2 minutes.
Usually like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Purge all that.
We kind of saw that, which makes sense, which is good, so.
Cheers. That's why you're,
Where are, we bought the mats a while ago, are they, you got them?
I have them.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay.
I mean, they're there.
No, but that's what we're looking at, we wanna get 4 years before, like within next month. Because we're really, we don't like this to be exposed to, all of it, just was exposed on that one metal, they're sitting in this. So we're gonna order 4 yards, probably, we talk about the machine, 4 yards, and that machine might be overkill. It's gonna go just, I'm gonna go to, we'll probably do about 25, 30 yards to that one spot, just to be safe. Not gonna be else.
And again, if you need to operate the skid loader or something like that, just let me know.
That could work, yeah, the thing is, how much does that turn?
That's
That's the only concern. Or like, just because I just got volunteers and say, so we want to just work that goes. So we're gonna see, I think even, because Lisa's dad helped us sign, he had a smaller of a tractor, which didn't create such a footprint.
Yeah.
So we might just go
That was
down.
actually the best.
It was, really?
Yeah.
For the mulch?
What?
We did mulch last year
I
at
think we used your dad's tractor.
Your dad's
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, he was on the tractor that was on the skid.
Okay, right.
I'll take any opportunity to play track.
Good, we'll give him something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're saying, we're looking at doing, like 40 yards of mulch.
Oh, wow.
Because we need to, well, we meant to do it early in the year, but, our concern is that one place, it's all the old school bars, will be, that's like the blue thing.
Yeah.
The footers are showing now, by about 4 inches, decent footers. So we ordered rubber mats, God, I'm still here coming, it's been a while. And we want to put the mats down, but then have the mulch put down, the skid loader Township is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And so we're thinking, we put the light one last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll if you want to set a couple hours of good behind the wheel,
Yeah.
give us opportunities.
Weeknights are better for him.
Yes, okay,
This
good.
time of year, he's at the beach in the summer.
Oh darn. Darn. Well, so we can actually have just 4 yards dumped in the driveway. And we can coordinate, say, hey, just some weeknight, there's a spot up there, we all coordinate.
Yeah.
It's like just pretty much load it, dump it, load it, dump it,
His
load it.
favorite thing.
That's perfect. I'm happy to help.
If you need a Kubota with a dump bed, a little side by side, I got you.
We'll take that too.
I'm right there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be happy. I like playing. It's not me playing tractor. I call it my golf cart on steroids.
Nice. Nice. And you
Your
are.
toys.
I met you.
Yeah, Tim Bittler.
That's right, yeah. You throw me off without a suit.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, I think I know who you are, but I'm like,
Yeah,
this, like, you always wear a suit.
But if he doesn't have a suit, he has the patriotic
Yeah.
hat.
Well, that's always nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were there. Okay, that's good to know too. That's good.
With respect
I'll
to
where,
the issue, or
yeah, okay, so weeknights, oh, weeknights.
I certainly, I just responded to
Thursday.
Ted's email, but I'll sure.
What do you want to do? We're gonna do it. Awesome, yeah. Great, thanks. How much? I don't know that much challenge. My sister, who's a pregnant,
Who's issues?
Jeez.
I've gotten out of changing any of your kids'
From the fastest hand south of the Salt River.
Oh, yeah.
We're at a baby shower, and so she's boys and girls rush baby shower. One of the questions is like, how many diapers they change like in a year, and they said the number is
Right.
All right, we feel good, we'll come back in the regular session at 8:16, we did discuss some personnel matters. We did actually truly change to 8:17, anyone like to make a motion to adjourn at 8:17?
I will.
Yes, second.
Sure.
All in favor? Aye. Nobody else. Thanks.
Yeah. Please get hold of the tomorrow.
The substance, the one over the other.
Like I said, just let me know.
Always good. Never have to do that.
Do you know the timing? I guess what's true.
I do it so much. And I change it every time, so somebody.
It just randomly showed up the other day. So we kind of put two together.
Yeah, like how big of a role?
It's him.
I want to say yes, but confirm.
I mean, I sat at one time.
I'm pretty sure it goes with it. I'm sure it's not. Alright, that's it. Oh, yeah, I think that would.
Man, it's, I don't.
Oh, I know, I can't do it. I'm gonna tell you, 9 out of 10 of mine are within 98% of each other, then my hands can be so long. Oh, you really out. I do it 5 minutes later.
Yeah, just see you in costume.
2016 Seinfeld. You know how they have, each side of the here, and then short signature from the front, right? So here's my like normal, something similar. I go, you're in 14, I was like, no, actually, I did not. No joke, so that's like my previous, it was like this. Like something like that,
Leave them out. Oh, no, we're
on
not
the side of
here.
the line, I'm like,
Yeah, we're TMAs.
it's an H. So, as an FYI, I think they take that piece of paper, he's there, I think they wrote my house.
By not preparing.
I had this sit here and take a hard time, I'm not really worried about it. The one that give me one of like the visual things, or the one that you do, and turn it into, think about it later, and make it. I stood there and like argued for a while, and
Does
then
not
multiple
need to authorize the signature and the effectiveness of the agreement. The ordinance only has to set some fees for paying.
Getting less wild in there?
Well, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, we're getting
You know,
there.
Your fees are making honey.
Are they?
I was in,
And,
they
but
filled,
the fees are the
they,
same for
they're
both,
about to hit that knotweed, you know,
Well,
for
the bamboo
both,
stuff. on the road.
categories.
Okay.
Have you seen that where like
Yeah,
cops
I
break
know,
weight?
yeah,
yeah.
That's like a
Yeah.
major source for them. So I was
but we
just
still
in
need
on, was that Saturday? And,
Tuesday, so
they
they don't
filled
know
all
it.
the
Yes,
box,
yeah.
basically.
I agree.
Not of honey yet, like they're expanding it, the brood chamber's good, but they're filling that upper box and it's, that good dark honey, so it's starting.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
How long do they do that for? Like,
Just a couple weeks.
just a little bit yet, and they're gonna go into
Some-
big heat mode.
Winter, right, so yeah, I'll start feeding them.
How, when they leave the box, how far do they normally travel? Like,
Is this
what
not
do they
the-
do?
this is-
Oh, no, this is be
Like,
said.
yeah, 3
But
miles
no,
is their max.
Seriously,
Yeah,
good?
we are getting this,
They typically
how
don't
much
go
are we
short
charging
swings.
the
Well,
resident
right, but they will go up to 3 miles.
Yeah.
for the service?
And they'll go
So
that
it
far.
doesn't
with water and
say-
stuff too, so
Right.
when people.
Oh, for the service
Yeah.
itself.
Fees are
Right,
hitting
and
it,
so,
they'll just put
but it's
some-
also, we just,
We don't have a rate, we don't have a,
Because it
It's-
makes.
How do they carry water? Like, are they carrying it back, they drink it, then come back? Okay.
They throw it up.
we don't have a fee schedule for our.
Feet on
That's
it.
crazy.
So, yeah, but they're, that box looking really good.
Good,
I,
good.
I just called.
So how do we calculate
Alright,
that?
There's a little.
Is there a minimum,
cell
you have a
in
minimum
one of the
fee?
frames,
Okay.
and
Well, we have,
they had
yeah, we have,
heat in it,
it's flat,
and
flat,
now I got-
it's flat.
we got
No
eggs,
matter
so
what, no matter
I
what
don't know
someone
if
uses,
maybe
it's flat.
So
they're
you-
doing maybe
well,
a queen got
So
it
if
or
you're
something,
a
Yeah.
because
commercial
I made
customer
those
where you have
frames with the rubber
a
band,
Yeah.
they made
Okay.
us and
it's, so if you use three
Yeah, yeah.
EDUs, you get charged for 3
That was
years.
crazy that they brought the rubber band.
But-
Like, I showed so many people this
Wow.
picture. I'm like,
Yeah.
like so many people, like working everything. I'm like, they literally were like, no,
Yeah, this is an orange.
shoot through them and remove them and put them in a damn pile. That'd be like I kicked somebody out of my house and I threw a shit on the porch. That's what
And they
happened.
wanted
I
this
had it
information,
with a second time.
and I knew we had
It's
proof,
crazy.
I just throw them back.
And they even repair with wax, like
It
where I put
says,
the wax in,
June will give us
probably cut out.
the resolution at the next
They
meeting.
like attach that to the frame itself.
So they reseam it. They're basically
Yeah.
spackling it all.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I know I did
Yeah.
that stuff.
So, looking good.
Brain the size of like a
What'd you do?
something, and it's just like
Because we don't have it.
Well, I'll be at the meeting on Monday.
okay.
Get sugar
Or you're gonna
syrup,
come-
and they'll
Joan has a
fill
conflict.
their,
Should be
that
in-
honeycomb,
Should be cuts down.
lines down, and
Yeah.
as it gets older,
Yeah.
they'll backfill that with that sugar syrup, and then they'll eat that.
So where do you put that? You
What's
put
that?
it like sugar syrup.
In a upside down paint can on top of the hive.
Okay.
Maybe we can talk on Monday.
Break it down and put it in the thing. Yeah. I just put a big shell, like an empty
Yeah.
box around it. and then-
How long does it take you? How long did it take you to like understand this entire
I've
process?
been doing it 10 years now.
Like when did you finally like I got it? Now I
I
understand.
still
Okay, good.
The process is that.
Every time you
You know,
tell me
beekeeping.
something, and I'm like, say what?
Beekeeping.
Beekeeping, oh,
Yeah.
it's no time.
It's just
I
learning.
sent
Like,
like
it's half Ouija board, and,
I know I evicted my tenants and they're squatting.
oh,
Yeah.